Inuvik is the hub in Canada's upper Northwest Territories and does have access by road and air, billing itself as the gateway to the Mackenzie River Delta. But many other communities in the area are still cut off from the outside world.
It may look like I'm driving on a snow-covered asphalt highway, but this is actually the frozen Mackenzie River. Every year from December until April, it's the only way people can drive from the town of Inuvik to Tuktoyaktuk, a little village known as the end of the road on the Arctic Ocean.
You can zip along here at close to 100 kilometers per hour and feel completely safe. But progress is coming to the region in the form of a 2-lane gravel road, and not everyone is happy about that.
Well, just like anything else, it has its good points and bad points.
James and Maureen Pokiak were married 38 years ago in Tuktoyaktuk, or Tuk for short. James is a Inuvialuit. Maureen moved to Tuk 4 decades ago from southern Canada to be a teacher in the rural community. James makes a living as a hunting guide. They don't want the road to come to Tuk.
My main concern is part of the section of the road is very close to our traditional spring geese hunting and ice fishing lake, and that's going to open it up. Once the road is completed, I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be a lodge set up somewhere close by, and that worries me.
Officially, it's labeled the all-season road. But some locals call it the Road to Resources, stretching more than 120 kilometers from the town of Inuvik north to Tuk. Crews are working tackling the project from both ends. From Inuvik, Kurt Weinman, the owner-operator of Northwind Industries, is overseeing the project.
Oh, this will be a lifelong pride thing for me. It's history, right?
Weinman is a handful, keeping one eye on the road, one eye on his phone, and a heavy foot on the accelerator. An Inuvialuit who started with nothing and now owns 350 trucks and rigs. He's a hands-on boss, fiercely proud.
I don't think we would let anyone from the outside come in. This is our land, our territory. We would definitely put up a huge fight to keep this. And we've come a long ways, and this is the only way it could be done on our land is with our own people.
It's a huge thing for our community, not only for the people of Tuk, but the rest of Canada to come, or the rest of the world to come up to Tuk. It'll just open up everything.
And from the north in Tuk, Mervyn Gruben is handling construction. Tuk is tucked away on the Beaufort Sea. There are no hills or massive boulders to negotiate on this end, just an unending blanket of snow and ice.
In the Arctic, it's always going to be like the high cost of living, and we're battling with that all across what we call Inuit Nunangat, because it's right across the Arctic.
A quick trip to the grocery store shows part of what's at stake. Most food has to be flown in. A bag of apples costs almost $10. A simple box of cereal, more than $14. And a gallon of milk, $11.
You need some economic